Okay, the bus bar is now loosely in there, and I'll solder the first one. I'll first push down on an end, try to get a solid point like so, and then I'll do one of these because they flow a lot quicker. Again, we want to keep as little heat as we can into the actual cell. It hasn't been a problem, but I just don't want to add too much. So that one's down, tacked down, and then I'll bend this just a little bit straighter to get right on the pad. Okay, and then I will put a blob of solder on that because it mates better when you do the blob of solder, and push down on that so we get a flow. Now these are just the first solder. We're going to come back and finish these up, so they're just tack solders for now. And this one's being a little cantankerous. I hope I'm not blocking with my shoulder. I feel it hit the camera. So I do one on one end. I'll come down to the middle here, and I'm pushing down on the whole thing so I can get a good thing down as low as possible into that little groove I built on it. And I'm just going to tack a solder again. Okay, that one's in. This also gets very hot, so you have to use tools to hold things. Coming down, you can see I'm pushing these down, and they go down in there pretty nicely. You too, Taylor. Take care. Okay, so the center one is still taking a little bit of push on it, so I'm going to keep pushing down. You can see that one flowed really well because you add a little blob of solder, and she solders up real well and easy. I keep kicking the camera with my shoulder, sorry. A little moving action. Yeah, these have always been. Now the fact that I have my pliers on here, it also negates the heat. Whenever you put any kind of conduit that pulls heat off, pushing down your hand and or a pad of any sort, you take heat away from it, which makes it more difficult for the solder to actually hit. So I'll stop here, and I'll go back when I do the final.